start the recording. And then I kick the camera like it. I'm in rare form today. All righty. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about what it's like from an experience standpoint. You've now played 3 opening round games at home. How much did that help to be able to be at home in the first round and get kind of your feet underneath you?
I think it helps a lot. I mean, obviously having your home field advantage is a big thing, big key component to it. We know where the turf monsters are. We know how our field is, and having our other student athletes, other Spartans come and support really just helps the whole atmosphere, and just one last Kinsley game is always nice to have on our field.
You now advance the possibility of facing 2 teams that you're very familiar with. Do you feel like this is a good draw for you guys to get the opportunity to not have to play somebody new, but actually play somebody that you've already played a number of times during your career?
Yeah, you can go.
We played really well against CNU the first time, and we're really excited to get back and play them again. They're a really strong team, but we've been working all week and since we've played them to get back and really learn their style, and we're excited to get back at it tomorrow.
Belle, another great defensive performance by your team in front of you. It feels like that confidence continues to grow. Talk a little bit about it again, and we've talked about this a lot this season, the job that they continue to do in front of you.
So we've talked about it before. We have a great defensive line back there, but it really starts up even with our forwards and their recovery efforts back when they lose the ball. Having everybody in front of me, knowing that 9 times out of 10 they're going to stop the ball before it gets to me is pretty nice. But sometimes it gets back to me, so
Then you
just got to do my job.
Libby, get a goal today off a corner. How dangerous do you guys feel now when you get a corner? Obviously, you scored a ton of goals off of corners this year. What is that feeling when you get that corner and you're getting ready to line up?
Corners are really great opportunities for us, and it's everyone else's job and like their way to work hard to get them. So I love when we earn corners because it's like a relief, because we know we're going to execute somehow, whether that's getting another one, getting a goal, or just getting a really great opportunity. So we love getting corners, and I love when everyone earns corners.
Last game at Kinsley Field, right? Like, I'm sitting up there during the game, and I'm like, at the end, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is it. You guys have had a tremendous career. Look back a little bit if you can. What has this experience meant to you guys?
I think more than words can even say. Just like our class has been through so much. Our freshman year, we didn't even make it to the MAC championship game. We lost on semis on Kinsley. And then to go and win it our senior year, it's very rewarding.
I mean, it's been a great 4 years. Like Riley said, losing our freshman year really came full circle, winning it this year. Even though we didn't win it on our field, we still won it for the first time. But it's been a great experience.
We put in so many hours on that field, so it feels nice to end it on a win, and just it's like a full circle moment for us. It feels great.
Congratulations. Good luck on Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you.
First, Coach, congratulations on the win today.
Thanks, Scott.
3 NCAA home games, 3 NCAA wins. What does it mean to be able not only to get to the NCAA tournament, which this year was a little easier in terms of getting the automatic, but a little bit less stress.
Mm-hmm.
But what does it mean to earn the right to host an opening round game?
Yeah, no, it's everything to be able to host a game during the NCAA. It's quite an advantage at times. You understand your field, you have your fans, and it takes a little bit of extra stress off of the athletes throughout the course of the day. So to put in the work that allowed us to do that throughout the year is something that we definitely don't take for granted.
Looks like we started a little slow today. Really picked it up in the second quarter. What do you attribute that to? Is that just kind of getting comfortable? Is that, maybe some end of first quarter of adjustments? What did you see? What did you notice in your team that allowed you to play so well after not a bad first quarter, but certainly not as good as what you're used to seeing?
Yeah, no, sometimes our team does need a little bit of time to warm up. As much as they say that they're ready to go, you can tell at times when they're a little bit tight. And it's just because they're so focused. They want to do the absolute best that they can. And so it's always good to get the first 15 minutes underneath their belt and then be able to talk to them, remind them about our game plan and minor adjustments that we can make. And then it's like they can breathe again. And you saw that today as they came out and really, stoke the fire up a little bit.
Talk a little bit about your senior class. Obviously, we just had 3 up here that have contributed mightily. There's some other seniors that contributed greatly to the program as well. What is it like? And the ride's not over.
Yep.
But talk a little bit about what they've meant to the program.
Yeah, no, they're just like all classes who come through York. They all bring value in different ways. And this senior class continues to do that every single day. They have been excellent leaders of what it means to be a Spartan on and off the field. They all have very different roles that they contribute towards. And then you have our big playmakers as well, Belle, Riley, Libby, Maggie. And they have stepped up in a huge leadership capacity to help our younger Spartans out, our sophomores, our freshmen, who are really almost experiencing NCAAs for the first time, right? Many of our sophomores did not step foot on the field last year during this season, this part of the season. And of course, for our freshmen, it's brand new. And so our seniors are just absolutely everything to this program, and they are greatly appreciated and loved for who they are.
You talk about some of those freshmen. You've had some kids step up. Kelby Lineball gets a goal tonight. But I thought you've had a ton of really good unsung heroes. You talk about Maggie. You talk about Kelsey Welsh, who's been outstanding this year. Becca Olson, who stepped into a starting role and really has blossomed. Talk a little bit about some of those kids who kind of had stepped into roles and really blossomed with that this year. Yeah,
there were a lot of roles to fill. And we talked to our group in the spring. There was a coach who told me it's really hard for young teams to win the big games, to be able to handle those moments. And I shared that with my team. And I was like, we're going to be the team who proves everybody wrong. We are going to be young. We are going to be in big moments. We are going to have a tough schedule, and we're going to step into it, and we're going to be able to win those opportunities. And so I think because we started talking about it in the spring with the sophomores and really preparing them and being super disciplined and raising the bar of their expectations because they didn't touch the field often as freshmen, it really set the ball rolling in the right direction for when they came in for the preseason. They knew exactly what was expected, exactly how we wanted things to happen, and they've done an incredible job, like you mentioned, filling in those roles. And it's not just even the girls who are stepping on the field for the first time for the first whistle, but it's our reserves who are coming in and holding the shift that we need to stay competitive at the level that we need to. Our bench has been incredible this season.
You have the second hardest schedule. You and I have talked about this extensively. How did that schedule prepare you for what you have not only faced in the MAC Commonwealth tournament, but what you're going to face in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. And so every year we're climbing a rung. Every year we're going to make it harder and harder and harder. It doesn't matter if we're going to have no seniors next year or if we were losing 8 seniors last year. We did a good job. Let's be better. Let's put more of a challenge on the schedule. So that's exactly what we've done, and it's prepared them to handle these types of moments. And we've learned a lot of hard lessons along the season. But what I'm most proud of is that we haven't had to learn those lessons twice. So that's really important for our group.
How proud of you are? How are you?
You want me to cry? I cannot tell you this was going to happen this year. That's how proud I am of this group. They've made it happen. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
I hope we're still talking next week.
Hey, fingers crossed. I'm ready to go.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.